This basic polo is made by fast fashion brand Uniqlo and it retails for only $30. And this polo is made from the finest long staple Pima cotton from Sunspel and it retails for $150. How will Uniqlo's budget-friendly option compare to an ultra high-end luxury brand? Is Uniqlo actually better or should you spend the extra money? We're gonna get to the bottom of this. So in this video, I'll be rating each polo based on its fabric, its workmanship, its fit, and overall value. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna tally up all scores and we're gonna find out if Uniqlo is really that good. So keep watching.
Hey Mike, happy Father's Day, man.
What? You got me a gift? Wow, I can't believe you got me the Extra Wallet Pro. It looks amazing in person.
For this Father's Day, upgrade his essentials with the all-new Extra Wallet Pro. This is sleeker, smarter, and more advanced than the classic Extra Wallet that you know and love. It's now made with premium Vachetta leather and aluminum. That's right, no more plastic. It's built to last a lifetime and is even backed by a lifetime warranty. There are so many improved features like the newly designed trigger button that makes it even easier and quicker to access your cards. The inside lining is now raw and untreated, giving this wallet an even slimmer profile and an improved closing mechanism. Even though it is slimmer than ever, it still offers ample storage, holding up to 14 cards and even cash, making this the most versatile leather smart wallet in the world. The Wallet Pro also unlocks an entire ecosystem of add-ons that makes it easy for customization to fit your unique lifestyle. Extra is having a Father's Day sale right now. We can get up to 40% off until June 26th. Plus, if you use my discount code MFF, you can get an additional 10% off at checkout. So grab yours today and you'll thank me later. Starting off with the most beloved fast fashion brand, Uniqlo. I have their Pique AIRism polo that retails for only $30. This is made from Uniqlo's signature AIRism fabric, which is 57% cotton and 43% nylon. So how AIRism technology works is that there are two different layers of fabric on this polo. On the outside, you have 57% Pique cotton, and on the inside, it is 43% synthetic nylon. You can see this clearly where the inner fabric is a different color than the outer fabric. This is made through a double needle machine. Synthetic materials like nylon is hydrophobic, meaning that it will not absorb moisture. The nylon that's against your skin will draw that moisture out and bring it to the top layer, which is cotton. Cotton will then absorb and evaporate that moisture. One downside to AIRism fabric is that it will start to smell. You have to wash it properly and don't let it sit unwashed for too long because that's how bacteria breed and spread. And that's how sweat stains form. The collar is made from 70% polyester and 27% rayon. Since this is made from 100% synthetic material, the stretch is gonna be insane. By far the stretchiest collar polo I've ever owned. The fabric does have some weight to it, weighing in at 195 grams. I appreciate Uniqlo for not skipping out on fabric thickness. The thicker cotton fabric is more durable and you'll get a higher cost per wear. The thickness measures to 0.75 millimeters, which is mid-weight. Buttons are made of plastic and have a matte finish. Now let's take a look at Sunspel's Riviera polo. This polo is made for James Bond and featured in the movie Casino Royale. This polo is made from 100% extra long staple Pima cotton. Thickness measures to 0.81 millimeters and it weighs in at only 186 grams. Thanks to its loose diamond knit mesh weave, that is very lightweight considering its thickness. What makes this polo special is how soft this Pique fabric feels. Pique usually has a bit of roughness to it, but this feels buttery smooth. The placket and collar is structured with 2 layers of mesh fabric. One unique feature is the back. Sunspel added an extra layer of fabric on the upper back area. I haven't seen this done from any other polo brands that I own. Sunspel is going for a monochromatic look, using the same color stitching and buttons as the fabric. But these buttons are plastic and feels very cheap for a polo at this price range. It features a chest pocket. I'm not a big fan of chest pockets because they always look a little bit dorky to me, but that's a whole nother story. I would rate Uniqlo's fabric 7 out of 10 and Sunspel a 9 out of 10. For the workmanship, this is where Uniqlo shines from every other fast fashion brand. And this polo has a neck lining all the way through the entire neck, which is a big plus in terms of comfort and durability. Another plus is the shoulder seam is sewn down with a top stitch so the seam doesn't flap around. It has a split hem that's constructed the same way as the placket with the fabric folded over to create a double layer. The buttonhole orientation is very well thought out. It's more tricky to button the top, so Uniqlo made the slit horizontal so it'd be easier to grab onto and button. Flipping this polo inside out, every seam and stitching is straight and even. Uniqlo has very high quality control for their products and this polo is a perfect example of that. Now let's take a look at the construction on the Sunspel Sunspel Riviera. For construction, this polo uses the widest and loosest diamond mesh knit, and combine that with Supima cotton. This is the most breathable polo featured in this video. Flipping this polo inside out, I noticed there's a crooked chain stitch at the body. I noticed the same exact problem when I was reviewing the Riviera tee. So this has to be a common quality control issue for Sunspel. I wish Sunspel used extra fabric to line the neckline and shoulder seams for a more clean finish. I don't like it when the shoulder seams flop back and forth like this. It causes creases and is not comfortable. There's also a couple of loose stitches here. For the workmanship, I'll rate Uniqlo a 9 out of 10 and Sunspel a 7 out of 10. Uniqlo's AIRism polo is a regular fit and this is in a size small. It has a very narrow 16.5-inch shoulder opening. In contrast, it has a 20-inch chest opening, which is the widest opening out of every polo that I own. With this wide opening, you can see that it hugs your sides, then tapers to your waist. The 8.5-inch sleeves go past my triceps. Trimming it by an inch would look better to show off the triceps. The 6.5-inch sleeve opening fits nicely. It hugs my biceps without feeling tight. It features a split hem with a 26-inch length that hits about 3/4 of the way down my butt and crotch. The fit on the Sunspel Riviera is very slim. I want to emphasize that the 18.5-inch chest width is extremely narrow. The 16.5-inch shoulder is also very slim. I highly recommend going up at least one size because this polo fits more like an extra small than a small. The 8.5-inch sleeve lengths are a 1/2 inch longer than what I would like as it goes past half my bicep. The 6-inch sleeve opening does hug my bicep just right. It features a split hem with a long 27.25-inch length. I would recommend this polo for someone who is tall and thin. If you're average to above average weight, then I would not recommend this fit for you. Here's a side-by-side look of both polos. Both have the same narrow 16.5-inch shoulder width. The big difference comes in the chest. Sunspel's 18.5 inches, which is 1.5 inch slimmer than Uniqlo's 20-inch. The sleeves are the same length at 8.5 inches, but the openings are slightly different. Sunspel is 6 inches while Uniqlo is 6.5 inches. As for the length, Sunspel is longer at 27.25 inches compared to Uniqlo's 26 inches. The extra length on Sunspel doesn't make much of a difference because of how slim it is. It just bunches up against your body. For the fit, I'll rate Uniqlo an 8 out of 10 and Sunspel a 7 out of 10. Now let's talk about the value for both polos. For $30, Uniqlo makes one of the best constructed polos for a fast fashion brand. And that AIRism fabric is something that you won't find from any other brand. As I was making this video, Sunspel's price went up another $10. A month ago, I bought this polo for $145. It is now $155. Even though their long stable Pimo cotton is one of the best you can get in the market, the fit and construction is not my favorite. I will rate the value for Uniqlo a 9 out of 10. And Sunspel a 6 out of 10. Tallying up the final scores, the winner is Uniqlo with the final score of 33 out of 40, beating Sunspel by a total of 4 points. At the end of the day, Sunspel's polos are pricey for what you're getting, especially with the constant price increases, making it hard to justify getting this polo, especially since there are more affordable options like Uniqlo that offer better fit and construction at a fraction of the cost. Let me know in the comments if you prefer Uniqlo or Sunspel. If you want to see more polo videos, then click right here or right here, and I'll see you there.